Welcome to the Wrestling Entertainment Trucker. Today I'm going to be talking about the draft, the brand splits, the traveling, and all my opinion about it. Hopefully it's as unbiased and objective as possible, but gives a different point of view from all you other wrestling and sports entertainment fans out there. So, the draft, the brand split. It's just like any other sport with a draft. The NFL, the NHL, the NBA, MLB, what have you. And since they're technically not drafting new, it's more like switching. I think of it more like a trade deadline, because technically they're trading brands, or most of them are, unless they're going to start drafting from NXT 2.0. We'll see. And as for the brand split, I know a lot of people want it to be all hands on deck. They want the brand split to be canceled. Honestly, I don't think it's all WWE's doing. I think it's Fox and the USA Network / NBC Universal. And with that, I think of it as NFC versus AFC for the NFL, or American League versus National League for baseball. It's two separate American League, two separate leagues on separate channels. Like, for example, with the NFL, the NFC is almost exclusive to Fox, and the AFC is exclusive to CBS. So think of SmackDown as exclusive to Fox, and USA is exclusive to USA and NBC. Now, when they do show up on each other's shows, I like to think of it as interleague play. Like when the Cubs face the Sox, or the Yankees face the Mets, or Oakland faces San Francisco, or Seattle faces Miami, or Minnesota faces Colorado, what have you. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't see a problem with that. And that's my logic to it, too. And yet, people seem to not make sense of it. It's right there. As for traveling, I see a lot of fans out there that are I don't want to say upset. They're concerned with the traveling that wrestlers have to do, or performers or superstars. Well, I mean, it's just like any job that has travel requirements, like sales or a military, or, well, my prime example is truck driving. We travel every day. Some are local, some are over the road, some are regional, and generally, if you're regional, you'll get home for the weekend for roughly 34 to 48 hours, maybe a little bit more. Just like the WWE, I mean, they work roughly Friday through Monday. Sometimes, a Tuesday or a Thursday, but they're home just as much the same. They're home 1 to 3 days a week. It's life. It's a job. And for live events, when they're not TV events, think of it like the NFL. They have one game a week on Sundays. Guess what? Monday through Friday, they're either traveling or they're on the scrimmage field at their practice stadium or their practice facility. So they're still getting to work in. Baseball, there's 162 games a year. And they're only home roughly during the winter. Though some players go to warmer climates and they play winter ball down there. So I mean, a job is a job. You get paid to work. You gotta put in the days, you gotta put in the travel, and you gotta put in the grit. Some love it, some have a passion for it, some look at it as a cash grab, but either way, structure, work, gotta do it. Another thing I wanted to touch base on is WrestleMania moving forward for possibly 2 nights. And I read somewhere on the internet that, they're copying off of NJPW. Wrestle Kingdom did it first. In the wrestling and sports entertainment world, sure, I'm sure they did. But has anybody ever heard of Lollapalooza, Coachella, Rock on the Range, Woodstock? Yeah. Been there, well, I haven't been there, but they've been there, done that for weekend festivals. Same thing with carnivals and state fairs, weekend festivals. So, if WrestleMania and the WWE want to start doing that, more power to them. I also want to continue to reiterate, hey, more power to AEW to sell out the United Center in seconds or minutes or what have you. But AEW has a close-knit group fan base. Great, they have a hardcore fan base that will buy anything and everything. But it doesn't hurt to have the younger audience, the elder audience, the blue-collar audience. They may not buy every little thing because they're on budgets, but they'll still watch, whether it's on TV or on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, still watching. Some people go to live events, and if they don't sell out, it's just like any sports team or concert that doesn't quite sell out. And if they don't sell out right away, there's such thing as last minute ticket sales. It's the circle of life. I hope there's other fans out there that think like that have that sensical logic. I hope I'm not the only one that has the mindset and education to think that. And this seems to be like my shortest, quickest, straight to the point video. So I'm going to finish up in saying I welcome all comments, likes, dislikes, constructive criticism. Just be sure to view, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the flip side. Over and out.